Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Scorpio reading. This is a general reading. It isn't going to resonate for all of you. The new moon occurs on the 1st of November and is particularly powerful because the ruler of Scorpio is moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius later this month. So this is flavoring the tremendous breakthrough you may be experiencing. Forgive me. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I am featuring a 50% off sale through the end of this year, and I've clarified the sale prices in the information provided about the readings that I offer. Holidays are coming up. This may be a gift for someone. If it's something that you're interested in, please take advantage of this opportunity. Overall, I'm grateful for you to be here and appreciate all the support that you give me. So, Gemini, your overall energy for this reading is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about your absolutely practical nature, but in such a caring, nurturing way. I sense that you are leading a team. You are responsible for the efforts of others. You are showing others how to do what they need to do to make a project successful. And you do that in a modest way. You are humble. You are joyful, even in your ability to help others to improve upon their effort. You are in sync with those around you, and you are absolutely taking pride in your work ethic, taking pride in your ability to focus on maximizing success, profits, the yield in whatever way you know how, almost formulaically to solidify a success, to increase profits and rewards for all those involved. But this is also allowing you and making you aware that you must allow yourself to be appreciated, allow yourself to be acknowledged, and you are accepting that as part of your joy in the process of building. In the 10th house, this is your social identity and the way that others see you. The Judgment card is about a huge shift in your recognition of something that is absolutely significant and right for you. You may have had opportunities or in a relationship or an event or in a professional way in the past. You may have recognized something that really resonated with your sense of purpose, mission, and identity, but it didn't come to fruition in the past. And now you actually have the skills to make something that feels very uniquely significant to you a success. This may be a kind of do-over opportunity. You may have a chance to do something again that you know how to make successful, you know how to achieve. And this is because in some ways you not only have identified your mission, your purpose, but you understand that there is a larger plan and purpose of which all involved have a part. So this is a beautiful elevation of your awareness about the power of what you do and the influence and impact it has on others. In the first house, the 10 of Swords. This is your perspective. This is your attitude. And it feels as though you have completely moved away from a set of beliefs, expectations, desires of others for you to fulfill their needs or their desires. There's a way in which you have been conforming to what others expected of you. not based on your needs, but based on theirs. This is a kind of by the book kind of energy. This is the way it is energy. And you've actually exhausted that, found it to be not particularly supportive or yielding to you or your desires. In fact, there's a distinct feeling that this was not set up for you, that you were merely expected to play a role that benefited others. And you have slowly and are in the process of releasing these expectations. Sometimes it comes as a result of a huge loss, a change in your work, in your family, in your relationship. Whatever it is, something can trigger this awareness that this is a lifestyle, an expectation, a set of goals that you are leaving behind that are no longer relevant to you. Clearing the deck for you to build what has meaning for you. And absolutely, you are on a path that was intended for you, that you have created, that you have defined. In the fourth house, the Chariot. It's interesting because I feel there's this tension between uh, releasing something that you've always done or have always been expected to do and moving towards something that has your name all over it, something that what is for you, that you have evolved, that you have created. And that tension has helped you to not be distracted by the needs and desires of others, their expectations, and instead to focus on who you are and what you desire to accomplish, what you want to achieve. So, towards that end, you're very focused. This is really allowing your heart's desire to define your effort moving forward, your progress. You're moving quickly and rapidly because of your focus, because of your clarity about who you are and what you're here to do. And so, in many ways, you're erecting boundaries with others that they're not happy about. You are saying no in places where you have often accommodated others because of your ability to do so. You know a lot, you have a lot of experience, you have a lot of skills that others have relied on for a long time. But now you're really focusing on something you desire. And this comes in part as a result of this acceptance of who you are, acceptance of your gift. In the seventh house of significant others, relationships, we have, sorry about that, the Seven of Swords. That may be a confirmation. Um, you are, uh, there's incredible tension here between who you are, what others expect from you, and what you can expect from others. And in the past, rather than support, the kind of support that you've lent to others just as part of who you are and what you do, your expertise, you have often been minimized or discredited or not taken seriously when it comes to your own ideas and innovations. Perhaps others didn't believe you had quite what it took to be the boss, not quite what it required to accomplish something that you wanted to accomplish. And in the past, you may have internalized that and believed that you really didn't have what it took. You now understand that this lack of support, this resistance to your ideas, to what you wanted, uh, was part of other people's perceptions, other people's limitations, other people's fears. This is not your fear. In fact, as you come into this clear understanding and appreciation of your own value, your own gifts, you are no longer internalizing the unfair criticism, the negative feedback you've received, the dismissal, the discredit. And now you realize that your ideas have value, and that you are not allowing their opinions, their fears to block you or stop you from moving in the direction that you know is best for you. If you can't get the support that you desire here, you know that someone will support you because your ideas have value. You have value. And that is your operating principle now. I see you really doing such hard work to separate yourself from a belief that others had control over what you did or didn't do. And now you realize that you have that control. You choose. If this reading is resonating for you, Gemini, please like this video. Please share it with others if they would find it useful, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. I see this more as a kind of tug of war that's going on between you and others whom you have been interacting with over a long period of time. This can be family members as well as colleagues, partners, professional partners, as well as intimate, significant others. There's a way that you are have been trying to reason out uh, or make excuses for others who you believe have blocked you unintentionally. And that's absolutely true. Both things can be true. They can have undermined you, blocked you, and it cannot have been done by all people as something other than wanting to protect you or wanting to ensure that you would be safe and secure. So our parents don't condition us in ways that do not serve us because they don't love us. They do it because they believe it's going to make us safer, more secure, perhaps even successful in some way that they imagine it reflects our best skills, but they don't know. Others don't know. You know, and so this tug of war I sense that's going on for you is really about your resolve, your pursuit of your truth, what is right for you, and to stand in that. So I'm going to clarify the 10 of Swords in your first house with the Hangman. This tug of war, what I'm calling a tug of war, this back and forth, this thinking about yourself and then thinking about the needs of others, is something that requires you to step back from, to allow yourself a chance to process this. This is a lot of the beliefs of others, traditional beliefs, social norms that you are encountering and that you are processing through and releasing as appropriate. It's not as though you don't understand the reason for them, but you now have experienced that these aren't things for you. They don't reflect your desire. And so you are taking the time to step back and gain a higher perspective. And this is so much mirroring this strong, powerful energy you have of the Judgment card, this sense of elevated awareness that you're able to see from a much larger perspective informed by your experience. And so your sense of what's right is informed by what you know to be true for you. The Chariot in the fourth house is clarified by the Nine of Wands. This is, you have been trying and trying to make a growth in your, perhaps your professional arena. This can be in your family. It's clarifying the area of your life that relates to your family, to your home, to your domestic environment. Perhaps you have been working at home literally, or have been trying side hustles at home for a while. your efforts, your experiences, despite being bloodied and bruised, you finally understood that you've been doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Now you are not doing the same thing. You are resisting the kind of advisement, the kind of support that you've received in the past, and you're realizing that you have to create this for yourself. You must define this for yourself. And now you understand how close you are to success on your terms. And success may simply be breaking out, breaking through. In the seventh house of your significant others, clarified by the Eight of Swords, there is an anxiety overall, particularly when it comes to your most critical, significant relationships, that you are overwhelmed by the opinions, the needs, and desires of others. In your personal relationships, family members, significant others, you may feel that you are constantly being directed, guided, uh, overshared with information about what you should do, how people want what they want, and they're expecting you to provide it. There's something here that shows you overthinking this. Perhaps it's how you are negotiating the changes that you're experiencing within through your relationships. And some of this is about really allowing your powerful intuition to work for you. Using intuition in all aspects of your life will free you up from the sense of having to figure out every detail and get it all just right before it's okay for you to make your move. There is no such time or space. What you simply can do is allow yourself to be in the present, to enjoy where you're at, to recognize this powerful new awareness that is informing you that all of your efforts, all of your struggles have not been in vain, that you are close to a kind of victory, a carving out your own path, of setting things along a course that you determine, grounded in the skills that you've learned along the way. Enjoy the moment. Release yourself from this worry because this is health threatening. This level of anxiety that we can all appreciate in this particular time with our heightened connection with social media, never a free moment from an unembodied voice telling us what's real, what's not real, what to think, what to do. So I would urge you to minimize the social media, the screen time, whatever that means for you, and allow yourself to be in the powerful knowledge that you possess at this time. And the Judgment card in the 10th house is clarified by the World. Wow. So, yeah, you're on your way. All of this is preparation for the new path that you are emerging onto. It's almost like shifting in a lane up on the higher tier of the Autobahn. I'm just making that up, but that's what this feels like to me. The tension that you may be experiencing in your current life is really simply fueling and motivating you to move very clearly forward on a path where you know exactly how to build the success that you aspire to. This is you getting some reward and recognition where you're at, but the chief reward is the lessons you've learned, the preparation you've gained. You've done this for others. Now it's time for you to do it for yourself. I'm going to leave it here, Gemini. Thank you so much for this reading. Until next time, namaste.